Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with the June favourites. There's not a lot to talk about, so we'll just get straight into it. For those that haven't seen any of my favourites videos before, what I do is I talk you through everything that I've worn in the month of whatever it was, and we always start with the mainstream and then we do all of those and then the indies. So we'll start with the mainstream, and the first one I'm going to show you is Model's Own. This is one of their chrome polishes. I own 4, I want to say, and this is the first one that I dared to use. It was quite hard to apply, and I think in the end when I did the 2 coats that it took to get opaque, no top coat, it wasn't as chrome as the tin, and I don't know, I was slightly a bit like, oh, because it was just a little bit dull. It wasn't as shiny as what I was expected. I didn't know maybe whether to use a top coat. I was umming and ahhing over it. I spoke to some other people that have worn these and they said that it's best not to wear it, so I decided not to. They got opaque really quickly. They were chrome, but they weren't mirrored like this, which I think was probably an overestimation. So this one was in the shade just chrome blue, and what you're going to see is 2 coats. Then we have an Illamasqua, and this is Illamasqua's Muse. This is a kind of like dull bluey green. It's very blue but with a few drops of green added into it. It's a really unique colour. When you think of Illamasqua, it's like this cameo raindrops and pink raindrops that I tend to think of before I think of anything else. So it was really nice. Formula got opaque in 2, wore really nicely, was super shiny. No complaints about this one. So that one was Muse by Illamasqua. One China glaze for you, and this is High Hopes. Now this has immediately jumped its way into my favourite China glazes of all times. This is beautiful. It's not picking up on camera as neon as it is in real life, but it is just so stunning. Beautiful formula, gets completely opaque in 2. It does dry shiny, so maybe it's not a true neon, but it is just absolutely stunning. I've fallen in love with this, love it so much. So High Hopes by China Glaze, opaque in 2. Wrapping us up on the mainstream is a Zoya, and this is Zoya's Tilly. This came out in this year's Sunsets and Seashells, that's hard to say, collection. This one I originally hauled it, I said it was a little bit in purple tone, but on the nail it just picked up silver with those silver holographic glitters in it. It is one of the pixie dust, so it will dry textured. I like textured polishes, so that's obviously good for me. Got a completely opaque in 2, and the formula wasn't so thick. I would say if you tried to make it thin, it would just not work. So you need to just kind of do 2 thickish coats, and that will get completely opaque. So that one was Zoya's Tilly. I have a Danglefoot, and this one is Tatooine Sunset, and this is the last one out of the 4 from the Star Wars collection that she released at the start of the year. I think intermittently some of these are still available and in stock, so what I will do, as I always do, is I will link down below the indie sellers that I mentioned. So for Danglefoot you will see that down below. My photos really didn't capture the beautiful holographic that's in this polish, and it's subtle but so beautiful. Now I found it really hard to capture in the lighting because I do use natural daylight for most of my photos. I found it really hard to capture, but it is there in person, believe me. And on me this pulled not as orange as it does in the bottle. You'll see on my photos this was slightly more of a nude naked colour more than orange, but it got opaque in 2. Really beautiful photo, and like I say, this is a real chameleon, will go different colours depending on different skin tone. So that one is Tatooine Sunset. I was trying to wear one of the Dollish Polish and Jindie duos per month. Last month I didn't manage to do it, but this month I did, so I picked up the one that is the Joker and Batman. I watched the series finale of Gotham, so it just seemed appropriate to put on something Batman. So we'll do the Batman one first, which is the Jindie one, and this is Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight, and it's a really strange mix. It got opaque in just 2. I do 1 thick and 1 thin. If you did 3 thin, it probably would take 3, but 1 thick and 1 thin was opaque in 2. It's a kind of off metallic-y, murky, goldy champagne base. It's really strange, with black circles and triangles and silver circles and then gold circles are in smaller. I'll give you a little look up here. But I just really love this. It was something just quirky and different and definitely unique in my collection and really representative of Batman. So that one was really nice. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? What a tongue twister. Then we have Why So Serious by Dollish Polish, which is obviously the Joker with a classic tagline. I loved this one so much. I am very biased because I do love Dollish Polish, but this is just perfection. It is a beautiful bright purple jelly base with a ton of like iridescent shifty glitter, and it's in mainly a lime green, a light blue, a black and orange, and I don't really think there's any purple in here. No, I wouldn't say there's any purple in there. It just built up beautifully. It looked so dense and had the perfect glitter to jelly crelly base ratio. Beautiful polish. I believe, I'm going to say this may have taken 3 coats to get completely opaque. I can't remember, but just where, I think it may have taken 3. I'm going to go ahead and say 3 not to disappoint anybody, but I think it got opaque in 3. So that one is Why So Serious. And that is it. It's been a really bad month for swatching, and it kind of got me probably more down than it should do. I have a ton of videos that I have filmed, but I don't have the swatches for. And I have probably about 5 videos filmed and ready to go with needing like 1 or 2 odd swatch like photos to be included. When I first started, I did my swatches very differently, so sometimes even if I have them on my computer, I will still redo them for new swatch videos. But I just keep breaking my nails on my like swatching hand, and I'm kind of nearly there at being able to swatch again, but I have all videos that need me to do 1 or 2 swatches and then I can upload them. So haven't worn much, probably haven't uploaded a lot of nail polish content this month, which is a bit sucky, but I'm really, you guys probably can say it's absolutely fine, but I just feel really bad. And also I hate wearing naked nails, so double bad times. Wrapping us up, we're going to be doing my non-nail polish nail favourite. For those that are new to my channel, every month I shout out something or someone that is not a nail polish but in the nail polish world. And this month is going to be 2 written blogs that I have really enjoyed over the years. When I first got into nail polish, whenever a new collection would come out, before I kind of even got into watching YouTube videos, I would go to 2 blogs in particular, and that is Kelly Gonzo and The Polishaholic. I will link both of them down below. I'm sure you've heard of them, but I recently was going over some I'm trying to work out of older collections what ones I have the full set of for some Throwback Friday or Flashback Thursday videos, and I just kept going on those 2 blogs, and it just made me really realise that they are so amazing. And I think, I don't know, they might say it's harder to be on film, but I think maybe writing about nail polish is slightly harder, because I think sometimes me showing you stuff on camera is easier to translate because you can see physically what I'm talking about. But yeah, they're amazing blogs. I will link them both down below for you. I also have just literally yesterday downloaded Snapchat. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing on it. I think I'm going to do like a mixture of my like personal life and nail polish on there, so I will link it. It will now be in there for you permanently if you want to check it out. I don't know how much I'm going to use it yet, but it's there for anybody that wants to look at it. So those were my June favourites. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with me this month with the lack of nail videos and swatch photos and everything. Hopefully I'll be back to normal in July, and we'll be getting a lot of nail polish content up for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.